Hello there everyone and welcome back to more Crash Bandicoot for the PS1. Let's hope it picked it up properly that time. Because instead it made myself say a different word or so in one of the episodes by complete bloody accident. But you know what, that's just hilarious, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, this is the high road. A lot of people really don't like this level because of the difficulty spike. I mean, there's a lot of bottomless pits, you know, you have to be quite precise for your jumps and stuff, but I've found that, like, over time, whenever I've played this level and stuff, it's got easier over time for me, and it's nowhere near as bad as what it was like first time. I don't know, I just find that over time it just gets easier, so there is that in places here and there. We're also coming up very close near the end of the game as well, like it's only going to be like another part or two, and then it'll be like the main game's done. The reason why I say main game is because I can't quite get all the colored gems at the minute. I mean, I could, but then I have to backtrack and stuff, and I mean, I might as well just show off the normal ending to begin with, you know, and then go back and show you what the other ones are like in particular in places. You can make this a lot easier for yourself by just jumping onto the rope and just cheesing the whole level, if you will. It's also the same on like the Insane Trilogy version. But I don't know, I kind of like doing the method of landing on the tortoises and bouncing on them, because I mean, the main thing that will help you out is your shadow. I find it really cool actually how, even though this is like one of the first 3D games, they did think, let's add a shadow to help the player know where they are in 3D space. Shadows are incredibly bloody useful for like knowing your placements and stuff. Without them, it can be a little bit tricksy. Which is oftentimes, whenever I'm like playing a game and I find that there's no shadow, it's like, oh, come on. They did add like something different though in Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time they had like some sort of like yellow circle thing. It wasn't particularly a shadow, but it was almost like a placeholder. What the frick? Oh yeah, of course, that happened, didn't it? Again, I haven't really seen this footage in quite a while, so some of this shit's a bit new. I have cut it down in places, but you know, I only know the parts that I've like cut out. As for the whole entire thing, I honestly, I don't know. Some parts I remember, some parts I won't. So yeah, I'll just play it like that in particular. It also helps if you hold down the X button as well when bouncing, because it gives you like extra height. I believe Mario taught me that, but you know what, in ways, maybe Crash Bandicoot actually taught me that without me realizing, because, I mean, I was more like a Sony kid growing up. I got into Mario a lot later, particularly when I got like a Nintendo DS. I was going to say Game Boy Advance, but it wasn't even that. No, because all I had in the Game Boy Advance was basically just the Sonic Advance trilogy, if you will. Oh, shit. Yeah, I fucked up on the bloody, bonus round, didn't I? Oh well. Because, I mean, it doesn't really count towards 100%. That's the thing that's useful. So, there is no pressure, somewhat, to get the bonus rounds done. Unless if you want to save. But if you're careful, and then you get a lot of lives, it's like, whatever. But, again, this is just because I've played this, like, a bunch of times. This is probably, like, my third or fourth time now, trying to finish this to 100%. And there you go. Yeah, it's perfect on a high road. Like, it's, I don't know, just watch your shadow, bounce about, don't fall off, and adjust to, like, the ice physics and shit. Yeah, I don't know, just practice. That's all I can say, really. Just practice, and eventually, over time, it'll get easier in places, so, yeah. Because there was Road to Nowhere, wasn't there? And then there was the high road. Oh, boy. Oh, geez, yeah, it's time for Slippery Climb. A lot of people don't like this one either. I'm a weirdo. I don't mind this one because I like the difficulty spike. I like the setting. I like the fact that it's outside a castle with the stormy weather. It's like a massive difference, you know, compared to all the other levels that we've been through. And I don't know, again, this level, it just gets easier over time, you know. There's not really parts of this level where I find it strange design, except for the very end. But I swear that was like a fluke. Also, you'll see what I mean when I get to it also. But yeah, the majority of the time, and that through this, it's not really that bad. Also, quite visually impressive as well for the PS1, not to mention the music. In the Insane Trilogy version, though, the soundtrack for this is a bit more, I don't know, it's got a bit more of a melody or something to it, I suppose. This one goes for more like of an atmospheric feel, which I feel is a bit better. I mean, I kind of like him equally, you know? It's actually been a long time, though, since I played the Insane Trilogy. Well, maybe a long time's a bit of a stretch, innit? Because it was like at the beginning of this year, but I mean, it's September now. Good lord, this year's going by so damn quick, I tell you. Zelda Echoes of Wisdom is out Friday? Thursday? It's out this week. Anyway, I'll be picking that up just to see, because honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to it, as it's a return to form to Zelda. Like, I've tried Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild's pretty good. I mean, I finished it and stuff. I got Tears of the Kingdom, played it, and yeah, I mean, it is a good fun. It's a good old time, but I don't know, man. I kind of miss the old, traditional, you know, classic Zelda, which it seems that that's what they're going for with this new Zelda game. And I'm like, well, good lord, it's about time. Because I was kind of worried it was just going to go for like a Breath of the Wild approach throughout the rest of the years. I'm like, oh man. You know, I like the old style and stuff. I mean, I even like it in the game, what's it, Crusader Ascenti for the Sega Genesis. Except over here it's called Soleil. For whatever reason. I don't know why. So many bloody game titles with differences in other places, and it's like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? But, yeah, that's how it is. Anyway, yeah, it's called Soleil over here. It's pretty much like a Zelda A Link to the Past, but on the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis, you know? Some people call it like a clone of Zelda. I don't consider it a clone. I consider it's got similar stuff to Zelda, but it's definitely not a clone. It plays completely differently and stuff. That's like a different story, different feel. It's like, so it's better to really treat it as its own thing, but understand it has mechanics similar to it, you know? Nobody sort of like saying, oh my god, yeah, Metroid's a clone of Mario. It's like, no, not really, no. So, that's how that is. You can actually get Crusader Ascenti as well on the Nintendo Switch Online, if you're ever curious to try it out. I was kind of glad that they added it on there, because I've always wanted to play it for absolutely ages. But I just never really came across a copy for it. I didn't even know it was called Soleil over here. So yeah, I don't even know if it's actually pronounced Soleil, or maybe it's Soleil. I don't know, but I think it's Soleil. It's a bit of a weird title, but yeah. Because Crusader Ascenti just sounds more, I don't know, sounds more mysterious and stuff, doesn't it? I mean, it's kind of like that with a lot of Sega Mega Drive / Genesis titles as well. I mean, over here, right, it's called, what's it, Thunder Force 4. I think over there it's called Thunder Force 4 Quest or Lightning... Dark Star Lightning Force? I can't remember, but it's got some strange title to it. I was like, what the fuck? What was wrong with Thunder Force 4? It's the fourth one in the series. That's all you literally need to know. But yeah. So there is the it. Oh, yeah, of course. The Nitrous Brio things. Did I actually click? I can't remember, but we're about to find out. Let's see. So, I've done all this. Just casually talking about shit happening in the park. And no, I didn't. Of course not, because of the weird perception. I kind of wish that in the bonus rounds it locks you to 2D, because you can move forward and backward on the 2D plane. So sometimes that can mess with like the alignment, you know? I just saw I took like a hit, just everything fucked up. I was like, no, I can't rectify this. I must accept my fate. So, there is that. I keep saying there is that. I don't know why. So this isn't one of those fucking... one of those and stuff and things like that. God. It's like the modern version, isn't it? Oh, man. So, check this out. Yeah. I fucked up. Can you believe that? Like, I was at the very end. The very bloody end! If I actually made it to the end of the goal, right, without getting hit by that bloody doofus, I would have got the coloured gem. No problem. it is really weird to me because most of the time when I get to the end of that, it's like the fucking easiest bit. Usually I don't screw up on that, but for whatever reason, I majorly fucked up on it, and it was just like, oh, come on, man. I've also thought it's not really worth cutting it also, because, I mean, well, look, I'm already back, so, yeah. That's what I was meant to do. That's it. That's literally it. One little fuck up, and that's it. The whole thing's just gone to shit, you know? It's just like, oh, man, I couldn't even, like, save after that, and god damn it, but never mind, I'll get it later on, you know? Okay, now we got the next level, which is Lights Out. This is a bit of a unique one, actually. So usually Aku gives us, like, you know, a shield. I don't know if he still acts as a shield on this. He might do, but either way, when you hit him, he gives you, like, a source of light, and then that allows you to see more of the level. And you gotta be quick. If you hang around for too long, yeah, he buggers off. So you gotta make sure that you do things a little bit quick in this area. Most of the time I tend to wait a while until platforms appear, then hit the boxes, because then it lasts or so. But I don't really mind this one, because, man, you're just going straight forward, you know, and you're just timing stuff, really. Maybe that's kind of why I also don't mind the high road and road to nowhere. Because as difficult as it is, and as daunting as they seem, it's forward. Just forward. Not left to right, not up and down or anything like that. Just a straight line. A straight line with timing of jumps, really. Those racks look like really menacing and stuff as well. Good lord. I still haven't finished Astrobot for the PS5. I need to. Zelda comes out. I must make sure Astrobot is finished. I mean, I'm so bloody close. I'm like about 75% done, which is surreal. Really surreal for me to say that for a new fucking game. Like, what? You're actually playing the new game? Yes, I am actually playing the new game. Can you believe it? It's like, oh my lord. But it's a good feeling, I tell you. Oh man. I think those things are called like pendulums, as far as I'm aware. Can't actually remember, but something from like the Grim Reaper, I guess. I don't know. I think I'm thinking of like the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Oh yeah, the scythe. God. My bad. Okay, cool. So, I mean, that was that level. I skipped, well, not really skip, I just got through it. Missed a whole shit ton of boxes. But, it's because I can't get them yet. Because I ain't got the bloody, colored gem. Now we're in this one, Jaws of Darkness. It's another Ruins level. Yeah, I don't mind the Ruins ones. Some of the platforms, though, can be a bit tricksy to land on because of, like, alignment and stuff, but, you know. I'm going to say again, you know, it just gets easier all the time. I find that with game design, if you can do it multiple times, you know, and get through it okay, then that's good design. Whereas if you approach it every single time, regardless, whatever the fuck you do, you're still going to get hit or you're still going to die, then yeah, that's pretty bollocks design, really. Yeah, it needs to be rectified, you know? That's why I'm not particularly a huge fan of the Mother Brain from Metroid Zero Mission. Like, good lord. On the NES version, it's hard as fuck, right? But in Zero Mission, yes, like, you do have plenty of health and stuff to get by, but I really hate the fact that I have to take all these goddamn hits, and I've got so much shit hitting towards me. You know, I have to dodge and hit this goddamn brain. Like, oh my god, all the other bosses on Metroid Zero Mission, you know, if I just, like, pummel them to death with, like, my, missiles. But, oh, I don't know, man. Every time I get to Mother Brain, it's like, oh, fuck, you know, I hope I'm gonna make it. It's sort of like the same thing, really, with Sonic Spinball for the Mega Drive. Yeah, that's another game where I'm sort of like, am I actually going to beat this? I don't know. It's pinball. We shall have to see, really. I mean, I did finish it last year, like on the original hardware, that was the first. I was like, fuck. That was mad. The thing that's kind of frustrating, though, is I've done that as just like a last little whim also. What I mean by that is, like, I tried multiple times before. I was just like, oh, fuck, I keep dying. I get sent back to the start. But yeah, that time I thought, fuck it, I'll just give it a shot. And gave it a shot and I fucking did it. It's like, what? Oh, man. Yeah, I decided to cut through this because, well, I mean, you've already seen it, ain't you? And there was like quite a bit of time to get back there, so yeah, just thought might as well trim it out, I suppose. There's a blue gem there, which I cannot quite access because I don't have it. Don't have many of the coloured gems, to be honest. I was hoping I'd have a bit more also by the end of this, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it was a bit of a screw up, wasn't it? Yeah, well, it's all good. The power of editing and stuff, we can just cut it just like... Well, I was going to say like nothing happened, but that's false, isn't it? Because you saw it. Didn't really cover up that much at all. But, yeah. Thank heavens for the checkpoints, though, I tell you. Not so much for like the... You know, if you're going for 100% and stuff, but just when you're just trying to get through the level normally. If you will. I really don't know what to LP after this, so I'm still kind of leaning towards Sonic Rush. I don't know why. I'm just in a massive Sonic Rush mood. Fuck knows why. I mean, I played it back in 2005, loved it and stuff, and I don't know. Probably where I've always wanted to do an LP of it for like ages, and it's like, I'm gonna do it, because it's been on the back burner for ages, you know? But again, I'm not making any full promises. It's not just... It does not mean that that is confirmed. It's literally a matter of see how it goes. If you're hoping for me to be like, you know, have like a proper schedule and confirm stuff, that shit ain't happening. It is most certainly not happening. Oh goodness me, because I cannot decide for the life of me half the time, and my mind just goes all over the place. Oh, check it out! Yeah, we're on like a Cortex round as well. So, if you get like those free Cortex tokens, yeah, you get access to these. These are important, by the way, for 100%. Not so much the boxes, but clearing it. Because, as you see, we get a key. And what does the key do? It does something. I'll explain it in the other episodes and stuff, but it does something. There's like 2 of them, as you can see. The first one, of course, would have been in, I think it's Sunset Vista, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Sunset Vista. But I screwed up on that one, of course, so I'll be getting that one a bit later or so. There was a certain strat, though, that I did on this in order to get the Cortex token, because there's a really dumb thing where if you spin at an enemy, right, it will hit a TNT. And that blows up the box. But the problem is that box has one of the Cortex tokens in it. So, I think what you're meant to do is actually like jump on the enemy instead, because then that way you're not going to just get rid of it. I had many times in the past where I was just like, where the bloody hell is this, you know, Cortex token? And it's like, oh, it's in the thing, but I've blown it up for sending a snake at it. Oh, nice. Sweet. And that's the corner bonus round. I do find it a bit strange, though. I like when he jumps, even though bats come in, you don't get hit. And again, I suppose it's because it's trying to transition you into the thing. I mean, it'd be a bit of an unfair death, wouldn't it? Oh, this is a bit of a weird one, this. Yeah, you just sort of knock things out of the way. You have to do it a little bit quicker. Good lord, that was tight. And just try and get up before it does things. I don't think I've ever had a time where I've got that extra life there. I mean, not that it matters, because I have like about 84. And about 70% done. Wow. Good lord. But there is that. They call it the Jaws of Darkness as well. I don't see any jaws. Like, what? Maybe it's to do with, like, I don't know, maybe the caves? Or something like that? Something or other, anyway. Still. Either way, that is the end of this level, isn't it? I died and it's going to put me back here. So, yeah, I guess I'll see yous in the next part of Crash Bandicoot.